Mark Cuban says you should invest in crypto. Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at Mark Cuban says you should invest in crypto. Let's get right into it. It's hard to decide where to put your money because there are so many options like stocks and bonds that have already been tried and tested. Sometimes listening to the advice of experts can help you make smart decisions about what to do with your money so you can build wealth. Mark Cuban is a self-made millionaire, and as such, he is perhaps one of the financial gurus whose advice you should take into consideration. This is particularly important to keep in mind if you want to put your money into anything that has a greater level of risk, such as cryptocurrency. If you are contemplating the purchase of virtual currencies, Cuban's guidance may be able to assist you in arriving at the best choice. As someone whose holdings include Bitcoin, Ether, and many alternative cryptocurrencies, he is in a unique position to provide some valuable guidance to those who are interested in investing, particularly in regard to altcoins. Billionaire Mark Cuban, who has said that he favors Bitcoin as an investment more than gold, is increasing the amount of money he is investing into Bitcoin. In the episode of his podcast titled Club Random that aired on December 26th, cryptocurrency advocate Bill Maher claimed that he wishes the price of Bitcoin will go down even more so that he could purchase even more of the digital currency. Most financial experts believe that gold is a good way for people to keep their investments from losing value because of inflation. But during his interview with Maher, Cuban called gold investors dumb as f***. If everything went to hell in a handbasket and you had a gold bar, you know what would happen? Someone would beat the f*** out of you or kill you and take your gold bar, he said. Cuban has said that he considers both gold and Bitcoin to be stores of value, which indicates that he believes the value of both assets is stable and does not decrease. However, there is significant contrast between how the value of gold and Bitcoin increases. Gold's worth comes from the fact that it is difficult to acquire and has a lengthy history of being exchanged for other commodities and services. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, on the other hand, are relatively recent additions to the payment method landscape. The majority of digital currencies do not derive their value from any other source. As a result, it is difficult to accurately forecast how much their values will shift. Cuban doesn't think that putting your money into virtual coins is a bad idea, unlike people like Warren Buffett who are against them. In fact, he has made it clear that he thinks taking calculated risks is a good way to get rich, since most millionaires and billionaires don't get rich by always playing it safe. He said this on the CNBC show Make It. He said that investors should not just copy the investments that other people make. Before putting their money on the line, he told investors to always do the work themselves. This, according to Cuban, is sound advice for investing in any asset, whether it be alternative cryptocurrencies, equities, or bonds. However, he made it clear that it's especially important to do a lot of research before buying altcoins, which are more volatile and carry a higher risk. But even though he thinks it might be worth taking a chance on crypto, he has also said that the asset is new and has a lot of risks. He has called crypto a flyer and said that collecting it is like collecting art, baseball cards, or shoes. He has also said that you should only put money into it if you're a real adventurer and really want to throw the Hail Mary. Cuban mentioned Bitcoin and Ethereum as coins you might want to buy, but he also said if you do that, you have to act like you've already lost your money. Even though he warned against it, Cuban owns cryptocurrency and has put money into blockchain companies. He is willing to risk some of his money because he is sure that virtual currencies have a lot of potential. The investments I'm making now are not in traditional businesses, Cuban said on a recent episode of the Problem with Jon Stewart podcast. In fact, 80% of the investments that I make that are not on Shark Tank are in or around cryptocurrencies. Cuban is interested in decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs, which are a type of organization. That is really where I look to invest, he said. He is of the opinion that traditional businesses, such as banking and insurance, are going to change as a result of the emergence of new technology. Cuban is also optimistic about smart contracts, which are groups of code that carry out a set of instructions on the blockchain and power decentralized applications. Smart contracts are an important part of making DAOs and powering other crypto projects like decentralized finance or DeFi apps and non-fungible tokens, NFTs. Cuban has always been very vocal about how much he believes in smart contracts, so this optimistic view doesn't come as much of a surprise. Cuban is a big fan of investing in the crypto space. He has a portfolio of digital coins, non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and shares in many blockchain companies. But even Cuban is honest about the industry's growth. Because cryptocurrency is still so new, he compared it to a casino. He told Stewart, "It's like the early days of the internet. The exact same thing is happening now. It's 1995 for cryptocurrencies. It's not to say there aren't a lot of problems," Cuban continued. Cryptocurrency is hard to understand and it's a hassle, but 10 years from now, There's going to be those that succeed that will create its own economy. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.